In the Hindi ghost story, The Clock That Swallows Time, a cursed antique sits abandoned in a dark, empty house. If you wind it, the hands don't move forward, they start spinning in reverse. The folklore warns that this machine doesn't tell time, it steals it. With every backward tick, the air turns freezing cold, and the user's youth is ripped away, their soul trapped within the gears. The moment the victim realizes they are trapped, the clock shatters. An old, withered hand reaches out from inside the foggy glass and grabs them by the throat. The terrifying twist? It's their own hand, aged decades in minutes. Humans have spent centuries passing down horror stories like this one. These tales serve as survival tools to warn each other about things that look harmless on the surface, but are designed to consume the unwary. Today, we don't have to wander into an abandoned house to find a trap. We carry them in our pockets every day. The voices coming from inside these modern devices sound exactly like your daughter after a crash, your friend begging for bail, or your boss demanding a transfer. Artificial intelligence has advanced to a point where the line between a real human and a digital simulation is gone. These tools have turned the communication devices we trust into highly effective, invisible traps. This diagram illustrates exactly how AI voice cloning operates. Scammers extract a 3-second audio snippet from a public Instagram reel or YouTube short. They feed that sample into a neural network, which maps the vocal patterns and spits out a synthetic voice clone that can say anything with perfect inflection. Scammers have scaled these attacks to live video deepfakes. Technology maps a digital topographical wireframe over an attacker's face during live video calls. The lip syncing and expressions are so accurate, corporate finance teams have wired millions of dollars to strangers, convinced they were looking at their own CEO. Another method is the get-rich-with-AI illusion. Cybercriminals build fake trading dashboards that simulate small, steady profits. They convince victims to deposit thousands into premium tiers, and the moment the cash clears, the website vanishes. While these voice clones and fake dashboards look like sophisticated technological exploits, the code itself is just a delivery system. These tools are designed to hack our oldest, most primal emotions. To succeed, a scammer doesn't need to break your phone's encryption. They exploit the human nervous system by targeting fear and greed. This graphic shows the first pillar of the attack, manufactured urgency. By faking an immediate crisis, the attacker forces a rapidly draining hourglass onto the situation. When we lack time to process information, the frontal lobe, the part of the brain that handles logic, powers down. The second pillar is isolation. The caller will insist that you stay on the line and keep the crisis a secret. This creates a thick barrier around your perception, cutting off connections to anyone who could verify the story. When you combine extreme urgency with total isolation, the nervous system floods the body with adrenaline. At that moment, the brain flashes red and locks down, preventing rational thought from getting through. Scammers use social engineering to bypass your logic, succeeding the moment your biology overrides your common sense. Staying safe requires adopting 3 non-negotiable rules designed to defend your nervous system. Rule 1 is the family passphrase. Sit down with your relatives and establish a secret code word. If you receive a panicked call demanding money, you ask for the word. An AI clone cannot provide it, and the machine immediately fails the test. Rule 2 is to hang up and call back. Ending the call immediately breaks both the urgency and the isolation. You can then verify the situation by calling the person's actual saved phone number. Rule 3 is to guard your digital footprint. Cut off the scammer's supply of raw data by revoking microphone and camera access from third-party apps that don't need them. These 3 rules act as a reset for your brain. They provide the seconds needed to disarm the psychological trap and shift the power back into your hands. Technology itself is neutral. The danger exists only when we lack the boundaries and awareness to see through the illusion. The allegory of the clock is real. It sits behind the glass of your phone, waiting to steal your future. But you can stop the gears from turning. Send this protocol into your family group chats today. Sharing these rules could protect the people you care about most from losing their savings. Stay sharp, and I'll see you in the next video.